Hey, house guests! Welcome to today's BBCan 11 Digital Dailies update.
Oh, hi.
Such a mouthful. I'm still getting used to that.
I'm not writing that in the title.
You don't have to do that.
I'm not doing it.
But
I refuse.
Thank you for being here. Our house guests of the day are Dominic Capello and Kenny D. Thank you both so much for the support.
Thanks, guys.
2 longtime viewers and friends. So we really, really appreciate you sticking around.
We do.
If you guys want to be house guests of the day, check out our Patreon link in the info box below. It's only $1 for a holla.
What? Still $1?
I know. It's a bargain.
It is a bargain.
So let's get started. When we left off yesterday, we saw that Santina is the HOH. I gotta say, I'm really disappointed with her HOH reign so far.
Majorly disappointed. Majorly.
Yeah. We also saw a big guys alliance has already formed.
It's like a fart cloud over the house.
Yeah, I mean, we saw this coming. When we saw the cast release and we saw all these meaty guys, these bro types, we were just like,
yeah,
what are the chances that they're just going to immediately get together and take out everybody else?
It's funny because I heard Zach talking, I think, to Hope, and he was like, hey, I came in here and I thought I was going to be the biggest guy in the house. And
I'm like the fifth or sixth.
Did we call
That's
that?
exactly what we said. That's so funny.
Yep. Any other season, he probably would have been okay. But like this season,
at least he's self-aware.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that guys group, we've got like Zach, Roberto, Ty, Jonathan, and Hope. It seems like that's like the core.
Yeah.
DJ Dan may also be on the outskirts of that, but he's not really in the core of that group. He's kind of just like a tag on.
I think he's like a +1 to somebody.
Yeah.
You know?
He's
like
not making decisions in the group.
Hey, this guy's not so bad. Can
you
just like maybe watch us hang out? Yeah.
It would also appear that they are willingly stringing along
ladies.
A few of the women, yeah. Santina, Renee, Shania. It's very much like season 7 with the Pretty Boys, where they each have like their side pieces that again are not really like part of the decision-making process, but they are a vote for the group. And if those women win HOH, like we've seen this week with Santina,
the guys are gonna control her. Wow.
Come on, ladies. Like, we've seen this season after season, and they're still not getting it. They're still not picking up on it. And it's so frustrating to watch. All right. We also saw that Renee is the 3rd nominee this week since she was dead last in the competitions.
Yeah.
And we saw that.
And everything.
Yeah. We saw Dan was talking like he was up on the block, but we weren't sure of the other nominee yesterday. We can now confirm it's Anika. So it's Dan versus Anika versus Renee up on the block. But is Santina planning to backdoor someone? It seemed like a possibility after the first Digital Daily. We do have an answer for that after we watched the second one. Possibly JM. She was saying that she wants to wait and see what happens with the POV, but like she's got a plan.
Do you think that Kuzi's chat with her had anything to do with that, or just
I think it was already the plan.
You think it was already?
I think Zach went to Santina and said, look, JM told me he's going after all the big guys.
I'm going to tell you something really scary right now.
Santina very much
leave this room, although I'm going to tell everyone else.
We're going to get there.
Yeah.
Santina very much wants to work with all those big guys. Let me guess. Is she also like, I'm not like all those other girls, like blah, blah, blah. I work with the big guys. I'm a guy's girl.
Ugh.
She's got pick me written all over her. So yeah, I think that conversation with Kuzi, it was already set in stone that Santina was going to be targeting JM.
Yeah.
It's just shady as hell. It's shady as hell. And she is not playing her own game at this point. But anyway, that was all what we knew before.
It's a very lackluster game that she is playing. She's got zero
it's week
conviction.
1, but she's already like setting herself up for failure here.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the latest Digital Daily.
Oh, you want to call it that?
Can we? I don't know.
It was quite fluffy.
Digital faily.
Digital fluffy.
Yeah. First things first. The first Digital Daily was day 5 in the house.
Right.
This apparently was day 7. So I don't know what happened to day 6. We don't get to see any of day 6.
Day 6 went missing.
It's a lost day. Who knows? But
they said, you know what? We really don't want to have anything from that day. Let's just forget it ever happened.
Sure.
We didn't film that day.
Yeah. So day 7's digital daily starts with Vanessa leading an exercise class for Dan and Daniel.
Okay. D squared.
I gotta say, like, we have limited time in these digital dailies, people, and this is what they're showing us. Also, I have never seen so much ass shaking in a yoga class before. Like, what kind of yoga is this?
I feel like writing an open letter to Big Brother and saying, you know what? We love to see color commentary. We love to see them having a good time, playing games.
Sure. But there's a time and a place.
But when you only give us 2.5 hours of content,
we want the good stuff
per day. Give us some freaking meat to chew on.
I'm going to tell you right now, so, like, a lot of the stuff that they put in this digital daily, like the exercise class, the Wolves game, which we'll talk about later, that's normally the stuff that I skip on the live feeds, unless I'm like watching it live. But if I'm like going back to see what happened, I'm not watching that part because it's not doing anything for us.
It's got zero game advice,
impact,
information, you know.
So I'm not into that. When we got the limited time like this, we're only getting like 2.5 hours a day or so. We need the good stuff, and I don't think we're going to be getting.
We can't survive on these empty calories.
Exactly.
We need the protein.
We're getting the BB junk food for the most
exactly.
part. But anyway, let's move on.
It's making me sick.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Hope and JM chatting in the living room.
Still on the ledge.
Hope is messy. Hope is very messy, and he's going through it in this first week.
He's missing his girlfriend.
That's what he's telling JM.
I got a girl at home.
I hope I'm not embarrassing her. We've been together for like 4 months, and that first date, I just knew like this girl.
She was the one for me. I wanted her to meet my parents.
Okay, but that's like, cool. Why is he worried about embarrassing her? What's been going on that we haven't been seeing? He shouldn't be worried because we're not seeing anything anyway.
Dude, you can flirt. That's fine.
Apparently, something went down
where he almost
the other day. I don't know if they were doing some spin the bottle or what, truth or dare. I don't know, but
spin the bottle.
I don't know.
Do you think this? No, it didn't happen. It happened before the feed started because there was some allusion to it in the first digital daily. So
I don't know what's going on. Maybe it was a strangers with candy makeout party. Like,
did he meet somebody in the dumpster?
I don't know, but he was really going through it in that digital daily. We'll come back to Hope in a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. Anika and Zach are chatting in the storage room. This is where we finally get confirmation that yes, Anika is up on the block,
but she shouldn't worry because she doesn't have anything to worry about.
That's what Zach is telling her. Zach is like,
you're good.
You don't have to worry. Anika is a little bit worried because she can't get a read on Hope because he's all over the place. But Zach is like, no, like, you don't have to worry. You're fine. Santina likes you. She sees you as a potential ally. That's why she put you on the block. The math is not mathing there. But Zach makes a point. He says, I just want people to know, just because there are a bunch of like big guys sleeping in the same room together and stuff, it doesn't mean that we're all working together.
Alliance. What? No.
I've seen him say this a few times now.
Come on.
Dude, stop. You're making it worse by bringing it up. It's a little obnoxious.
Why would you think that? Just because we do everything together?
He's like, oh,
the show did that.
It's not fair that people are assuming that we're all working together. And I gotta say, even when Zach is talking to like the other guys, he's like, it's not like we're working together. Like, we're just looking out for each other, blah, blah. You're working together. Stop.
I don't know. The rest of the guys seem to think you're working together.
All right. Also,
especially when you say like this one's got this one's got that, together we're
come on.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
We know what's going on here. We know the score. But I have to mention, apparently Big Brother assigned the house guests to which rooms they would be sleeping in.
That's unusual.
Which seems really shady on production's end because we've seen this multiple times now. The room that you're sleeping in can really impact.
Like an alliance.
It can really impact who you're working with,
especially when they make you go to bed at like 10 o'clock at night.
I know you
spend
got those
a lot of time in the
pillow chats.
Yeah,
We have seen, even in this season, talk of the house splitting along the lines of like which room you're sleeping in. So that's kind of sketchy if Big Brother assigned people to certain rooms.
I
don't
mean,
know.
BBUS is not guilty of that either when they assume, when they assign people to like teams or,
Yeah, but I feel like usually you get to pick stuff like that.
No, not necessarily. Like last season, wasn't it? Or 2 seasons ago, that when they came into the house, they were like teams.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. That's a little bit different to me.
'Cause that
When you're
is
assigning bedrooms, that's a bit
lasting impressions, and you got to work with those people
far. Yeah.
for your team. You on B Squad?
I don't know. I don't know.
Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, I was
by
going to
the
say,
way,
before
Laura,
we move
thank
on,
you.
Laura, thank you so much.
That's so sweet of you.
We appreciate
really
you
appreciate
too.
it. Yes, absolutely.
For sure. You're amazing. Okay.
Absolutely.
So next up, we have Zach. I was going to say pep talking Hope in the Circle K room. This conversation was exhausting. We have already seen that Hope
he's on that ledge.
He's been talked down a few times already in these digital dailies. We're only on the second one, and I'm already like, get it together, dude. Like, this is a lot.
Didn't he say, or was it yesterday's DD, that he was really missing home and he had a rough time one of the days? He really had to get through it, and
yeah,
thanks, Zach, you got me through that.
I think it was this one.
Yeah.
So Zach is telling Hope, your time will come. You are the best athlete in here. Everyone in our group has an important role. We're a team. We got to be team players. And, Hope is Mr. Basketball. So he knows how to be on a team, right? This is the same thing. So Hope is like, well, I really feel like you're the point guard of our team, Zach.
He gave him the best multi-level chat, media. Not media, like
multi-level marketing.
Multi-level marketing chat. The first pillar is this next pillar is this.
Zach is definitely a charismatic guy, and he knows what to say to these people. I think he's has
greasy as hell, though. He's sleazy as hell.
You can tell he's like putting on a show for sure.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of control right now, but I don't know that he's going to be able to sustain that the whole entire show. It's week 1. Right.
Do you think the show will help him with his political career in Canada, or will
I mean, he's already the Kim Kardashian of Ottawa, so how much higher can you go? I don't know. But it seems to me like Hope is kind of jealous that he is not the leader.
The number one guy in the group?
The number one guy in the group, if you will.
Fight me! Take my sweater off. Here, I don't need it.
And Zach points out, being the number one guy in the group, it has its cons as well. It has
the number one target in the group.
Right. If you're running point for the team, you might have a bigger target on you. So that's
you had to put it in terms of basketball, because that's what would get to
That's
Hope.
what Hope knows.
Hope knows basketball.
But this next bit from Hope was like really disappointing to me. Hope says his goal is to last as long as possible in this game, not even necessarily win the whole thing.
He's there for the platform.
He wants to win competitions.
He doesn't need the money.
Yeah, make a name for himself. And he is worried about embarrassing his girlfriend. He said that again. What happened that we didn't see? Why are you embarrassing your girlfriend? What's going on here?
You're not allowed to talk to people
I don't know. But just the fact that he's like, I don't care if I win or not. I'm just here for the exposure. That just is so annoying to me.
Dude, nobody saw anything anyway. They're giving us freaking wolf games.
Yeah. And he wasn't even playing that.
He wasn't.
I just feel like he's going to be doing the most for the attention, and it's exhausting. You know what else is exhausting? How Zach has to keep continually trying to
talk him down.
Yeah, talk him down, hype him up about the game. And he's telling Hope, find purpose in your days. On the days when you're not winning a competition, like you have value other than that.
That's a double-edged sword, because he was all like, you just rest until the next competition, and there should be no excuse for you not winning the competition. So if he is picked to play in the POV and he does not bring it home, he's going to be freaking crushed.
Yeah. But he did tell Hope, you're doing a really good job so far of making JM feel included, making him comfortable. But Zach says, JM, We can't trust him.
Let me tell you something. And it doesn't leave this room. JM came to me and said that he was going to tear the guys apart. Oh my God. Don't tell anyone.
We saw that conversation on the first.
Yeah.
What was the first or the second episode? Second episode.
Yeah.
When Zach was like pooping his pants when he heard this.
He was like,
yeah.
Uh-oh.
Admittedly, a very dumb move.
Guy.
Yeah, very dumb move on JM's part, saying that even
the worst.
Before he won HOH.
The worst move. JM went in there so cocky. That's not good.
And then he didn't even follow through and win HOH.
Oh, so cocky.
Yeah, so that was not good.
So now he's allowed.
It seemed to me like Hope was like, oh, but JM, he like walked that back. He wants to work with us. He's cool.
He's my guy now.
And Zach was like, no, it's too late for him. It's over.
Hope was really torn up about that because I think he really likes JM.
Yeah. But Zach is like, no, he's got to go.
You can't go to the play date. Sorry, Hope. JM is not on your list.
Yeah. He's not getting invited to that McDonald's place birthday party.
His stuffed animal can't come to the party.
That is a deep pull. All right. So next up, we've got Renee and Roberto chatting in the library. Do you want to say your piece on this before we get into the actual conversation?
She took how many shots at that pool table to sink one ball?
I think she was like practicing.
Every time she went to go chalk up her cue, I was like, honey, that is not going to help. You don't do that like every shot. And it was so grating.
Just like her voice. And that's coming from someone who also has a very annoying voice. I can admit that. But my God.
No, but it's bad. It's not a voice for radio.
No. So anyway, Renee, as we know, is the third nominee this week. She is the dead last. And she's really hoping that she can win this POV because clearly she's proven that she's good in competitions.
Wouldn't it be funny if it was a pool challenge for the
God.
POV?
Can you imagine?
Is that why she was practicing?
Maybe,
Did she think it was going to be something like, girl, you don't know your angles.
I mean, they don't have that much to do, so why not just
She kept hitting the ball back to herself. She kept hitting that ball straight on every single shot. And I was like, that is not going to do anything.
In any case, she's hoping she's going to be able to win this POV and take herself off the block.
Mm-hmm.
However, Rob is like, all right, say, you do come off the block. Who do you want to go?
Right.
And
Anika.
Yeah, Renee says that
let us see Anika go.
She said she'd take the easy way out.
I want the low-hanging fruit.
Basically, right?
Yeah.
And to me, again, it's just like such a pathetic move. Like, really? I thought you wanted to work with the women. Like, what are you doing?
Yep.
But she says, I don't really talk to Anika. I don't connect with her. It's nothing against her as a person, but that's how it is. So
does she connect with DJ Dan?
I don't know. I feel like she's just like, he's a guy. I'm working with the guys, so I'm going to keep him.
Is she working with the guys, though? Or the guys are just needing her in the dumpster?
She's an add-on. So Renee is really hoping that Anika's not going to win the POV. Because
they should change it to the pedo.
No, a pedophile.
No, pedo.
Oh, okay. That's different.
Yeah.
They meant like pedo, like the British
pedo?
word.
No.
Pedophile. But anyway, she also had a conversation, which we did not see, with Ty, where Ty was letting her know if he wins Power Veto, he's thinking about using it on Anika.
He's playing with Anika.
Yikes.
My heart's broken.
So Renee was pissed, like straight up angry to hear that. Angry and disappointed.
Not angry enough to sink that ball. Terrible.
Yeah. So she was not feeling that. She was kind of upset that Ty would use it on Anika and not on her.
Yeah.
Interesting. I wish we could have seen that conversation between Ty and Renee, but that was not included. So whatever. But we do find out in this combo also that Claudia won the safety vote.
Yeah.
Kind of like a non-factor anyway, because I don't think she was in any danger this week.
No.
But I feel like...
Can she give that to anybody else?
I don't think so. I think it's just her.
Just for her?
Yeah. I feel like she won that because she said that
she's going to go after the guys.
Go after the guys.
She's going to tear them limb from limb.
I think Canada was like, woo! But
Do
now
it.
I honestly don't know where Claudia stands at this point. I feel like she is also one of the add-ons to the Guys Alliance, unfortunately, but not as much as some of the other ladies.
Yeah.
She seems to be very close to Ty, like potential showmance levels close to Ty.
And Ty, I don't know how she really feels about Ty showmance wise, but I don't think Ty is really into her.
We have something for that. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
We have some info on that. But yeah, that's that. Moving on, we've got Kuzi, Ty, and Santina chatting in the HOH bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
This conversation was like pissing me off.
Terrible.
They were talking about like, what are we gonna do if we have to pick have-nots for the week? Because remember, this is like an extra long week, so
it's
they
like
could
2 weeks, really.
Yeah, they could still be picking have-nots. I don't know. I don't even know if they're doing have-nots this season.
I don't think so. I think if they're gonna do it, it's gonna be next week.
Okay. Yeah. So it sounds like Zach and Ty were both potentially volunteering if the situation arises, but Santina is like, no, I want to make sure the boys are eating good and like keep the boys strong so like you can win competitions for us.
No.
Ew. And she was like, maybe I would only put up like one to be a have-not. It's just like such flop behavior. I'm sorry, it really is.
She's such a disappointment.
Yes. Why couldn't JM have won HOH? This would have been such a different season already.
You know what I just thought of?
What?
Remember that the girl who went home, wasn't she the type 1 diabetic?
I think so. Yeah, I was thinking about that last night.
I was wondering
I don't know if that
had anything to do with it.
It's possible, right?
Yeah.
It is definitely possible.
Mm-hmm.
But this conversation. So then Kuzi leaves,
mm-hmm.
and Ty and Santina are still chatting. And again, we get a reference to that Ty and Renee conversation, which we didn't get to see. Ty says, you know what?
Would have been nice to have seen it.
It would have. Ty says, I really messed up. I'm going to be honest, because I told Renee that I would probably use the POV on Anika if I play and I win. So it would appear that the plan here is still to backdoor JM. Santina does not like that JM is targeting all those big guys because she wants to work with them. AKA, she wants to be used by them.
Yeah. What if JM uses the veto? Like if he wins it, and he obviously is not going to use the veto. What do you think will happen?
If you're saying if the veto is not used,
mm-hmm.
I think there's going to be a little bit of a power struggle there. I mean, we're right up to this point. Ty seems worried that there could be some tension with Rob if that veto is not used, because
mm-hmm.
Ty would prefer to. Dan is off the table. Dan does not seem to be in any danger.
He's a guy.
Right. Ty would rather keep Anika.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas you have Rob who would rather keep Renee. So there's going to be some dudes butting heads if the nominations stay the same.
Right.
Yikes.
There's some weird love triangle situation going on here. I feel like.
I don't know. So in this conversation, Ty does confirm, in fact, that John Michael JM is the number one target this week.
Mm-hmm.
And if not John Michael, then he's saying it's Renee. And Santina seems to agree with that. Okay.
Yeah. I think it's going to be close.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely going to be a lot of conversations about that if that is what's going down.
One of which we will see.
Yeah, we'll probably see maybe one conversation about those conversations.
Maybe if they have the conversation while they're making a HelloFresh meal.
Maybe we'll get to see it.
Or brushing their teeth with their toothbrush that is sponsored.
There was one clip in the middle of these important conversations of Vanessa using the shark vacuum.
Yeah,
this is a smart vacuum. It blah 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 blah.
Is this a good vacuum? Yes, it's a good vacuum.
It finds the dust and vacuums it up.
No, I know what she's saying because I watched a review of these when I was looking to buy a vacuum, and when it senses that a lot of dirt is getting picked up, it does bump up the motor so that it will pick up more. But if not a lot of dirt is coming in, it will kind of kick back a little bit and be like, all right, so there's not that much dirt here. We don't need to waste our battery on that. I don't know how it does that. There must be some sort of a sensor in there. Yeah.
It was just comical to me how they had to like include
I
that
know.
sponsor moment in there in like
Yeah.
the middle of this other conversation.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
Pay those bills.
another important note in this conversation between Ty and Santina, Ty feels like Big Brother is kind of like pushing him to be in a showmance with Claudia.
Sworn him out.
And he says he would pursue this,
Mm-hmm.
but not like to be in a showmance. He wants to use this
He's in a
showmance.
usemance.
Basically, he wants to use this showmance as a shield so that
Mhm.
people would put him up with Claudia instead of targeting the guys' alliance.
Right.
So,
Does he like Claudia? Yes. As a girlfriend or a showmance? No.
he's like,
As a shield? Yes.
he says if Claudia has to go, so be
gonna
it.
go.
Yeah, I'm not here for showmance. Also, when he was talking about how it would
Message
be a
to
shield,
bro.
yeah, for the guys, I feel like Santina should be alarmed by this. I guess she
Mhm.
just assumes when he says the guys, that means her
Right.
as well. But like, that's terrible. There are red flags everywhere.
The genderless guys.
This is a factory of red flags. Like,
Mhm.
wake up, girl. What are you doing? But
Am
anyway, I guess. I don't know. Then we have Zach and Daniel chatting in one of the bedrooms. Honestly, I keep getting confused which one is the flamingo room and which one is the toucan room. Because
I feel like they look very similar.
I think the colors are different, but they both have flamingos on the walls.
Yeah.
So, okay. But anyway, I think one is the pink flamingo room. So whichever one has the pink as the main color,
yeah,
is the flamingo room. I don't know.
Is that Daniel's room?
I think they were in the toucan room. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
But anyway,
he's putting those karate chops in the pillows to make
oh
it
yes,
perfect.
that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Zach and Daniel are talking about how you have to leave bigger targets than yourself in the house so that they can be shields for you. Of course, there is a plethora of like big targets with all these big dudes.
Guys.
So they're on the same page with that.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like Daniel, unfortunately, could be another add-on to this guy's alliance thing, but I don't see him being like a main member, a core member.
Mm-hmm.
So Daniel is saying he wants himself, Zach, to get something going with Santina, and Zach is like, yeah, you go you talk to Santina, you be the one to tell her that we got to keep targets as shields, blah blah blah, because I don't want to be the one telling her everything. He admits that he is the one who opened Santina's eyes to targeting JM, because JM was saying that he wants to go after these big guys. But he makes sure he says that Santina made the decision on her own to potentially target JM.
Okay.
He just gave her the info to make that decision. Oh, okay, sure, Jan. So it's just so annoying. Not a great start to the season.
No.
But then the next
on any platform.
Yeah. The next huge chunk of this digital daily is just the house guest playing the werewolf game for like 50 plus minutes. Again, this is something that I would
It's fun.
Skip.
It's fluff. But you know what?
It's an excellent game to play. Super fun.
Sure.
Not very exciting to watch other people play it.
If they think they're going to give us potball when we want combos,
Yeah. It's not very exciting. I mean, if I was one of the house guests on this season, I feel like this would be a good opportunity to see like how everybody's playing, you know, pay attention to who's a good liar, what is their strategy in the game, blah, blah, blah. Maybe this will reflect how they play the Big Brother game. I don't know. But as a viewer, we're getting like nothing from this. I don't give a crap about this. No offense. But like really 50 plus minutes of werewolves. And I play that game with my friends all the time.
You know what?
But it's not fun to watch.
They showed one freaking angle of this was lazy ass editing.
Okay, insert the clip from Dance Moms of Abby Lee Miller when she's like, lazy, sloppy.
They showed one overall angle for the entire 50 something minutes. I couldn't tell what the hell was going on because I couldn't tell who had their eyes open as the werewolf, who was pointing, who was doing this, who was doing that. half of them got up during the game and like left,
Mm-hmm.
and then the stupid ghost going
Okay,
around dancing.
That
I
is
never
not
did that.
part of the official werewolves game.
Oh,
That was some BS that's added in. There were a couple of different rule things in here that I was like,
then
that's
Rob
not a good way to
came
play
in
this.
in the last quarter of the game.
Can I be a villager?
Yeah, great, thanks. You don't even know what the hell's going on. You don't even know how to play the game.
Yeah. So there's one wolf or two wolves or
Are all the wolves dead? Is there at least one wolf left?
Also, you're supposed to identify the wolves. Like, if you kill a wolf, you're supposed to say, like, oh, I was a wolf. Like, you're supposed to say who everybody was when they... Whatever. I'm not going to get into all the semantics of it, but they're not playing it right.
No.
Anyway, let's get back to the game. So, Ty is chatting with Jonathan in one of the bedrooms. Whatever bedroom it is, I don't give a crap. And Ty is reinforcing the plan for the week because Jonathan is in the core of this guy's alliance. He gets to know what the actual plan is.
Right.
JM is target number 1. If they can't get JM, Renee becomes the new target. Right. And Jonathan is just like, yes, I'm good with that. He's along for the ride, I guess. So then Jonathan and Shania are chatting, and Shania says she feels really good about all the people in their flamingo room. She also feels good with Renee, Rob, Ty, Zach, all part of that big bro cluster situation.
Oh, guys.
Yeah. And Jonathan makes a point to say, just like Zach, you know, all the big guys are not working together, even though it may look like that.
We're working with our side pieces, too.
The girls actually can't believe this stuff is true, right? Because, like, come on, wake up. It would appear that Shania is not in the know about the real plan to take out JM this week because she seems to think that Anika will be the one going, and she's fine with that. Right. Girl, you don't even know what's going on. So that was pretty much it for that daily. There were like a few other clips that were just like people hanging out or whatever. It didn't really matter.
Just farting around.
Yeah. At that point, they had not had the Power of Veto competition yet. I would assume they're probably doing that today. And that means we're not going to know about that
until Monday night.
Yeah. Maybe. I mean, I don't know what time of day they'll be releasing the next digital daily because last night's wasn't up until like almost midnight. So I don't know if they'll do it a little earlier.
Lazy.
Yeah. I don't know if they'll do it
sloppy.
earlier. But we won't be talking about it probably
until Tuesday. Horrors.
Unless it's up early on Monday. I don't know. Who knows what time it'll be released?
And then the Tuesday episode. So it's and I don't even know if how we're going to do the Tuesday episode because we're supposed to get a snowstorm, and she doesn't live here anymore.
We're gonna have to figure it out. We might do a little virtual thing, or maybe I'll do it. Like I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
We'll see. But thank you all so much for being here. Thank you again to Laura Greer for the super chat.
We really appreciate you so very much.
Yeah.
You are the grease in our wheels.
Yes. And thank you all so much for being here.
Yeah.
We hope you stick with us. I know these digital dailies are not
exasperating.
Great. But we're going to do our best with what they give us and try to have fun with it as much as we can.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're here to do. We're here to have fun, make the best of it. It's a show that we love. Let's just have fun this season.
Yeah.
Though, you know.
I mean, what's the point in being like super negative about it? It's not going to change anything.
I still love the show. I just want more. Just give me more. I'm still hungry.
Okay, Britney Spears. So thanks everybody. We'll see you next time.
Probably Tuesday.
Yeah.
Maybe Monday, probably Tuesday.
Yeah. So
just subscribe and then you'll know when we're going to put up a video.
Yeah, we will always post in advance
and
when it's going to be.
Bell notification.
Yeah. So until next time, much love. Bye, everybody. Have a good weekend. Bye.
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 Bye.